This conference will now be recorded.
Right, let's start today's session. In the last session of Python, we were discuss about operators. First, let's open the previous documentation, what we were discuss. We discussed in the last session operators in Python. And in that operators, we have seen arithmetic operators, relational operators, assignment operators, logical operators, and membership operators, identity. Now we have started just bitwise operators. These bitwise operators are used to perform bit-by-bit operations on integer numbers. In this bitwise operators, we have to look bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR, that means exclusive OR, bitwise NOT, bitwise left shift, and then right shift. So we'll see bitwise operators examples quickly, and after that we'll go for control flow statements in Python. What are the control flow statements are there in Python? We'll discuss. So first, to discuss about this bitwise operators, you must and should aware of that how to convert a decimal form into binary form and also binary form into decimal form. So in general, in Python, to convert any number decimal form to binary form, so there is a built-in function called binary. So using this binary function, we can convert any number into binary format. 0b stands for binary. So 1010 is the binary format of 10 only. This is direct calculation. But how 1010 belongs to 10 means, so we have to do manual calculation. First, I'll try to do manual calculation. After that, we'll enter into practical things. Let's open paint option here. I have to draw something. So we are working with what actually bitwise operators. That means we are converting a decimal form to number form. So bitwise means zeros and ones. Zeros, ones means two only. So I have to take two only here. 2 power 0. Why 2 power 0? Because 2 means binary, zeros and ones. Next here I'm taking 2 power 1. 2 power 1. And next 2 power 2 I'm taking. 2 power 2. 2 power 2. Next here 2 power 3. 2 power 3. So how long we should take, sir? Based on your calculation. For example, your calculation is 4-bit operations. You have to take like this 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. So 2 power 3 value is how much? 8. 2 power 2, 4. 2 power 1, 2. 2 power 0, 1. So 8, 4, 2, 1. You should take right side to left side, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 4. Based on the value, you have to decide how many bitwise operations you have to use. 4-bit operations I'm doing because my value is only basic values, limited values. Like A value 10, B value 12 I'm taking. You can take any number. So I want to find binary of A. What binary of A it is? Binary of A I want to calculate. At the same time, I want to calculate binary of B also. Binary of B. Binary of B. So this is binary of A, binary of B, I want to calculate. So A value 10. In these 4 digits, according to this 240, 241, 242, 243, which two numbers if you add, then 10 will become, so 8 and then 2. These two, if you add, then total value is 10 will become. So that in these places, we have to take 1. And remaining places, you have to take 0. So 8, 1, 2, 1. Because 8 plus 2, 10. So your value is what? A value 10. So that's what here, according to manual calculation, binary of A is what? 1010. If whether you did correct or not, if you want to check, you can go and check out here. A value 10, binary of A. So 1010, we got it same. Similarly, we have to do b of b equal to 2, binary of 12. So which numbers if we add 12 will become obviously 8 and 4. If we add these two numbers, 12 will become. So in these two places, we have to include what? 1. And remaining places, we have to include what? 0. So binary of b, that is 12 value, 1100. So is this correct or not? How to check again? You have to go to editor, PyCharm editor. B value 12 I am taking. B equals to 12. And binary of B I am taking now. Print binary of B. So B value 12, binary of B, that is 12. How much it is? 1100. Is this correct or not? According to manual calculation, 1100. So A value 10, binary of A 1010. B value 12, binary of B 1100. Actually, this calculation is not needed. The reason is in Python, there is a built-in function called binary function. This function can convert that any decimal format into binary form. That's what it is, binary function. Next, what I'm trying to do here, binary of A and B I want to calculate. What I have to calculate? Binary of A value 1010, binary of B value 1100. Let's calculate here binary of A and B. A and B. That meaning is what? 1 and 1, 0 and 1, 1 and 0, 0 and 0. To calculate this, I am using a truth table. So 4-bit operation, truth table I am opening here. You can see this truth table, we have to use it. So let's open this with the photos so that I can able to zoom in clearly. Now this is 4-bit operation truth table, sir. A value, excuse me, A value here, B value here, A and B, A or B, A exclusive or B, not A. That means tilde A. This is negotiation. So we are working with binary of A and B. So you have to look this cell only. So let's go for this one. 1 and 1. A value 1, B value 1. For example, A 1 and 1. 1 and 1, how much it is? 1. So I have to take 1 here. Next 0 and 1. In the truth table, 0 and 1. 0 and 1, A and B, how much it is? 0 only. So I have to take 0. 1 and 0, 1 and 0, 1, 0. That means 0 only. 0. Next 0 and 0, obviously 0. Look at here, 0 and 0, 0. So finally, binary of A and B value is what? 1000. Is this also correct or not? You can cross verify by using binary function. Print binary of A and B. A and B. So 10 and 12 binary value. How much it is? 1000. Is this correct or not? Yes. So this is a converting a decimal system into binary system with any number. Like based on the number, bits will be increased. 4-bit operation I'm doing right now. But now I don't need binary of A and B. I need only A and B. Only A and B I want to do. That means what? This binary of A and B, if you want to convert into decimal form back, how to convert means, look at here. 0 into 2 power 0 plus again 0 into 2 power 1 plus 0 into 2 power 2 plus 1 into 2 power 3. So now coming to this, yes. Now here 1 into 2 power 3, how much? 8 plus 0 into 2 power 2, 0 plus 0 into 2 power 1, 0 plus 0 into 2 power 0, 0. So A and B value, how much it is? 8. How it will be 8? This is just after converting, we can multiply with this number with the 2 power 0. Again, we are converting decimal binary form into decimal form. Even this result is correct or not, we can cross verify it with program. So I'm trying to do A and B first, only A and B. I'm not using any binary function. Observe here. Only A and B I'm using. A and B. How much it is? 8. Why A and B 8? Because after calculating decimal form into binary form into decimal form, we got this 8 value here. So this is A and B, binary of A and B. Similarly, we have to go for bitwise OR. Please mute your audio. Hello. Please mute your audio. Don't make noise. Now, so bitwise OR I'm taking. So bitwise OR means how to calculate bitwise OR. We will look into this. So we did only bitwise AND up to now. Let's perform bitwise OR only. So I'm going to remove this binary of A and B, only A and B. I have to go for A or B now. So how to calculate A or B, we'll look into this. This I'm editing. Now here we are working with what? Binary of A or B. So we have to look the truth table 1 or 1. 1 or 1, 0 or 1, 1 or 0, 0 or 0 like this. Let's go to truth table 1 or 1. A value 1, B value 1. R means you have to look this cell. 1 or 1, 1 value here. This is 1. Let's go here 1. 0 or 1, 0 or 1. This is what? 1 only. 0 or 1, 1. 1 or 0. 1 is there, A value, 0 is there. 1 or 0, how much it is? 1. And 0 or 0, 0. You can say 0 or 0, 0 only here. This is 0. So binary of A or B value how much? 1110. Let's see this, how it is 1110 correct or not. Print binary of A or B. This is A or B means pipe symbol or symbol. So how much it is? 1110. Same thing we got it in the manual calculation, 1110. Yes. And let's convert them into decimal form back. How to do? Similarly, 1 into 2 power 3, how much? 8. Plus 1 into 2 power 2, 4. Plus 1 into 2 power 1, 2. Plus 0 into 2 power 0, 0. 8 plus 4, 12. Plus 2, 14. So only A or B value is what actually? 14, sir. How it is? Just go and check out in your program. A or B. A or B how much? 14. You can cross verify with the program. See, all the example directly I can write here only in the programmatic way, so that values will give correct. But you have to know how the calculation to do manually. So that's what both the ways I'm showing. Okay. So this is binary of A or B. Let's go for next bitwise XOR. XOR in the sense cap symbol. Exclusive OR it is here. XOR means cap symbol I'm using. So let's go for exclusive OR, binary of exclusive OR. Only exclusive OR also I want to do. These I'm removing now. So let's go for binary of A exclusive OR B. Binary of A exclusive OR B. So we have to check in truth table exclusive OR B only. 1 exclusive OR 1. A value 1, B value 1. 1 exclusive OR 1 means what? 0 here. In this cell you have to observe 0. 0 exclusive OR 1. 0 exclusive OR 1. This is what? 1 only. Next 1 exclusive OR 0. 1 exclusive OR 0 means 1 only. 0 exclusive OR 0, 0. 0 exclusive OR 0. 0. So let's calculate. So binary of A or B means cap symbol. What is the result? 110 only. This 0 will not be count. 110 will be print. Binary of A exclusive or B. 110 will return. Okay, 110. Next, to convert this into decimal form back again, 0 into 2 power 3, 0. plus 1 into 2 power 2, 4, plus 1 into 2 power 1, 2, plus 0 into 2 power 0, 0. So total value is what? 4 plus 2, 6. What value it is? Only A exclusive or B is the 6 value. Whether it is correct or not, how to check? In the program, only you can type A exclusive or B, not binary of A exclusive or B. Binary of A exclusive or B is what? This is. Only A exclusive or B is what? How much it is? 6 only. According to our manual calculation, that is 6 only. That's all. So next we have to discuss about not. Not in the sense it is negotiate. In this not operator, you can see zeros will become ones, ones will become zeros. 0 will become 1, 0 will become 1, 1 will become 0, 1 will become 0. So there is a standard formula for negotiate that I am giving here. For example, the standard formula is there. Your value is n. So tilde n in the sense what actually? There is a formula is there. Equals to minus of n plus 1. So tilde n is nothing but minus of n plus 1. So directly I'm using this a value 10. I'm trying to say tilde a means what? Minus of a plus 1. Minus of 10 plus 1 minus 11 only here. This is the formula through value will return. And this is left shift, right shift are there, sir. Left shift symbol is this one. Right shift symbol is this one. Shift means what? Number of bits can shift into left hand side. And right shift means number of bits can shift into right hand side. This is left shift. Number of bits can move to left hand side. Number of bits can move to right hand side. After moving right hand side and left hand side number of bits, what is the value? It will exactly calculate. Let's see this practically. And this case, I'm going to remove this completely because I want to move number of bits left side, right side only. So this I'm removing. I'm taking, oh, sorry. This total thing I'm removing. Now 1010 is there, no? This is what? A value 10. Actually, A value 10. That is binary format of A value 10 is 1010. I want to go for A less than 2. A less than 2 means 10 less than 2. 2 means 2 bits can move to left hand side. To move 2 bits left hand side, I'm increasing here 6 bit operation like 2 power 4. Here also I'm taking 2 power 5. 2 power 4 value, how much it is? You know that 16. 2 power 4 is 16 only. 16. 2 power 5, 32 here. 32. Actually, A value 10 binary format is 1010. But we are trying to do what? A less than 2 means 2 bits can move to left hand side or not. 2 bits, these 2 bits can shift into this position means 1 will be placed at 32, 0 will be placed at 16, this 1 will be placed at 8, this 0 will be placed at 4 only. So 2 bits can move to left hand side after moving 1 0 1 0 like this. 2 bits are moving or not? These 2 bits because A less than 2 I'm taking. After moving 2 bits left hand side, you can calculate. How we can calculate? Just observe here. 32 into 1, 32 plus 16 into 0, 0 plus 8 into 1, 8 plus 4 into 0, 0. So 32 plus 8, how much? 40. So you can observe here, print A less than 2. A value already decided, like 10 value. 10 less than 2 means 40. How it will be after moving left hand side 2 bits? 40 is the result, correct. Similarly, we have to go for right shift operation also. What we have to do? Right shift. After moving 2 bits right hand side, how it will be? Let's remove this one. I'm taking right shift. 2 bits can move to right hand side. A value 10, 10 greater than 2. 2 bits can move to right side means this 1 0 will be placed at here 1 0, and this 1 0 will move to here like this. But these values are not associated with any values. This is negative numbers. It's not required to calculate. That is, no values are there. You can ignore these two. You can ignore this. And after that, you can see 2 into 1, 2 plus 1 into 0. What is that? 0. So 10 greater than 2, a value 10, after moving right hand side 2 bits, what is the value? 2 only. In case if you want to do practically same thing is happening or not, you can check a greater than 2, that is 2 only. A value 10 greater than 2, 2. Here you can include any number of bits can move to left hand side, right hand side. That is your requirement. So this is actually bitwise operators, how we can perform bitwise bit and calculating manually how to convert a decimal system into binary system and binary system into decimal system clearly. I can write directly this program also, but you can't understand what is going to happen internally. So that's what manually also I discuss clearly. But you can ignore this bitwise operator. We are not going to use in our upcoming session. But just as a programmer, you have to know the clarity, how it will be calculated. As I said that in my previous examples, except bitwise operators, every operator I'm going to use in our upcoming session, like identity, membership operators, logical, assignment, relational, arithmetic, all operators I'm going to use in our upcoming session in every logic, except bitwise operator. So now coming to this, our exact logical sessions are going to start now. So logical sessions means control flow statements. Logic programming is going to be start now. Control flow statements in Python. Control flow statements. So what is control flow? If you want to maintain the control flow of your program execution, then we can use control flow statements. Means as a programmer, you can decide at what time, what code, what sort of code you want to execute. You can execute based on conditions. So you can maintain the program control flow. Whether if block execute, else block execute based on condition, you can decide that. So these are the control statements. Control flow statements are three. First one is conditional statements. Conditional statements. Next one is iterative statements. Iterative statements. Next one is transfer statements. Transfer statements. Conditional statements, iterative statements, transfer statements. These are all three statements are available here. Conditional, iterative, transfer. Each and every statements are having like if condition. If is a conditional statement. If else is a conditional statement. Nested if is a conditional statement. There is a elif keyword is there. Elif is also conditional statement. Elif or nested if both are same. Nested if we can represent in Python elif through also. Elif is nothing but it is a short form of else space if, sir. Generally in other languages, programmers will use like else space if, no. But in Python, else space if will not work. So they have clearly short form of else space if. That's what they have keyword called elif. You can also include else after if it is. This is valid in Python. Else one line, then if is another line. This is nested if. But we cannot use else space if in the same line in Python. It's not possible. If you want to use this else if same line, better to go for elif. Okay. So these are all conditional statements only. But switch case also conditional statements in according to other languages. But in Python, there is no switch case. There is no switch cases available in Python. That's what I'm not including in the conditional statements. So conditional statements in Python is if else, nested if, elif. Now coming to the iterative statements. Iterative statements means loops concept. For loop is there, while loop is there. Simple two loops only there. We can manage with two loops. But in other languages, for each loop also there. Okay, do while loop is also there, but that is not there in Python. There is no do while loop in Python. There is no for each loop in Python. So these two only iterative statements in Python, for loop and while loop only. Now coming to the transfer statements. Transfer statements are these. Break. Yes, this is a common in other language also. Continue. This is also common in other language. And then pass. Pass is different here. Pass is a keyword. And for your kind information, These are control flow statements, but moreover, these are all keywords only. If is a keyword, else is a keyword, elif is a keyword, for is a keyword, while is a keyword, break, continue, pause is a keyword. All are keywords only we are working with. So you know that how to write keyword list program in Python. Import keyword, print keyword dot kw list only. Once I start execution, you will get all the keyword list in our terminal window, like console window. Now you can see if is a keyword, else is a keyword, elif is a keyword, for loop, for is a keyword, while loop is a keyword, break is a keyword, continue is a keyword, pause is a keyword. Here is the pause, pause, pause. Now is a keyword pause. So these are all keywords or not. So we are working with these all keywords. These are all control flow statements, keywords only. First, we'll talk about simple if, sir. So it is very commonly used things, simple if here. Simple if is nothing but what? It is used to test a specific condition. Okay, simple if is used to test a specific condition, sir. Specific condition means if your condition is going to be test, if that condition is correct, then if block code will execute, otherwise nothing will execute. So if statement syntax in Python is this is, if is a keyword, space, you can mention condition, colon. Colon is required. According to Python, colon is mandatory here. After that, you can leave the indentation spaces. Indentation means to consider the block of code, statements are. And in other languages, programmers will use like condition with brackets also. But in Python, brackets are not required to enclose. So brackets are optional to enclose here. No need to enclose any brackets here. So optional here. So if you want, you can include, otherwise not required. So let's write the if condition statement here. If suppose I'm taking my variable declaration I value 10, and I'm writing condition here, I equals to 10. Then if I equals 10 correct means what statements you want to execute, that statement you can write it. True only I'm taking. But look at here, brackets are optional here. Okay, I value equals to 2. Now you can see. But actually this will work fine, sir, because including brackets are not compulsory in Python. But whenever I give brackets, you can see this when we place mouse pointer, there is a silver color squiggly is available underlined. When we place mouse pointer over that, what it is suggesting me? Remove redundant parenthesis. So parenthesis is removing is recommendation in Python. So it is not required. Even if you include also, it will work, but it will not require. Now you can see once I remove parenthesis, there is no squiggly is there. But here also one squiggly is there. Suppose a light color squiggly is there. What is the problem here? You can see when we place mouse pointer here, it's not showing that. Just give me 1 second. Now you can see. So reformat the file, it is saying like this. Once I go for reformat the file, it is saying like this, indentation levels properly. Okay, but why? Because if I include like this, then it is perfect. So indentation levels are matching with. So I equals 10, I equals 10. If it is correct, true is coming. In case my value is 100, I initialize I value 100. 100 equal to 10. Is this correct? Not correct. Not correct means control will jump into if block. No, sir. It will not jump into if block. It will jump into outside the if block. But actually, even my condition is not correct also. I should say something to the user. Then what can I do? You have to use else block. That's what we are using if else. Else block will execute only if the condition is false. Look at here, else block, I'm taking false. If your condition is false only, then else block will execute, otherwise not. Okay, condition is false, then else block will execute. Now coming to this, here I value 100. 100 equal to 10. Not correct. Not correct means control will jump into which block? Else block. So false is coming. So here equal to is an operator, because we discussed in the last session operator concept. What operator? That is relational operator, comparison. If value is comparing, it return true or false Boolean value. If it is true, then control will jump into if block statements. If it is false, control will jump into else block. But sir, how do I know as a programmer whether the control flow is moving inside the if block or else block? How do I know? So there is a process in Python execution that is called debugging process is there. Normally when we run this, directly it will run, but we don't know whether control flow is moving inside the if block or inside the if block. We cannot find out. To find out whether your control flow is going inside the if block or inside the else block, simply you can keep the breakpoint. So how to keep the breakpoint means you just click with mouse here in the if before, okay, and you just click with mouse here again else before. So automatically red circle will be established here. So that is breakpoint. How I can remove breakpoint again? Click over there again, it will remove. So you have to keep the breakpoint. Generally breakpoint we should keep in logic only because this is logical expressions. But we cannot keep, you need not to keep breakpoint here because this is not a logic, just assignment. Even you need not to keep breakpoint here. If you want, you can keep, but not required here. Mostly while doing debugging, breakpoint we should keep in the logical expressions only. So after keeping breakpoint, next step is what? To understand the flow of program line by line execution. What is the next step? Next step is right click on testify.py, your file name. Generally, we have to hit the run button, run menu, run option, but you should not go for run at this moment. We should go for what? Debug. Run is there, debug is there. I should go for debug. After clicking on debug, now we can see in the bottom corner of PyCharm editor, debugger window started. So this is debugger window. Your output will be available in console window. But as soon as debugger window started, look at here, the expressions and everything is going to be available here. I value integer type 100 only. When we place mouse pointer on I value here, you can see 100 value is there. When we place mouse pointer on equal to symbol, equal to, what is the Boolean expression, sir? False, it is there. That means 100 equal to 10, false. False means control will jump into where? Else block. But how it will move into else block? Yes. If you want to move forward your control flow, I strongly recommend to hit function key plus F8 from your keyboard. Compulsory, sir. What is that? Function key plus F8. Or else some laptops recommend to press only F8, not function key. You can try with function key plus F8 or only F8 you can hit. Why we should hit this function key plus F8? Because to move forward to execute. Right now this condition expression is false only here. Whenever it is false, when we hit this function key plus F8 in my keyboard, so you can see this control flow is jumping into where? Line number 4 or line number 5. Line number 5 to 6 only. Directly it is jumping to else block. Again, when we hit function key plus F8, then your output is available in the console window. Console window is showing output false. Okay, this is the case. Again, we can rerun. Let me change my value here. I value 10. 10 equal to 10, correct. So let's start debugging now. Right click on it and debug testify. Again, debugger window started here. I value initialization 10 only. When we place mouse pointer on it, I value holding 10. When we place mouse pointer on it, equal to true only here. So when we hit the function key plus F8, where it will jump inside the if block only. If the condition is true, control will move to if block. Then else block simply ignore. So hit the F8 button again. True is coming like this. So this is the way to check how the flow is going to be maintained in your program. So keep the breakpoint and right click on it here. Debug test, don't run test. Run test means directly will execute. It will not show the breakpoint through step by step. To observe your coding part, what control is moving, how control is moving step by step, then you can go for debug test only. So I'm trying to go with debug test. Debugger window started and I value 10. Check the values whether it is moving correctly or not. Values are stored inside the variable or not. You can maintain the flow clearly and observe by hitting function key plus F8 where your cursor is moving, which block is executing, which block is ignored. You will come to know clearly here. In later, when we write some big programs also, like even advanced Python concept, sometimes when we execute the program, we cannot able to find what's going to happen internally, why the values are not coming. At that time, we can able to trace your program by keeping breakpoints. and hit the step-by-step execution by hitting function key plus F8 sir. This is what debugging process your Python program in PyCharm editor. This is if else condition only. Okay. Yes. So you can write if else condition, any condition purpose. No problem at all. For example, I want to accept this value at runtime. How to accept input values at runtime? You know that int of input of, I'm saying that enter any number. User will enter number. This number, user entered number will stored into where again? I value. So this user entered number is even number or odd number I want to check. That is very simple expression. I modulus equals to 2. Sorry. I modulus 2 equal to 0. Remainder is 0, any number that I can say even number is even. If not, I can say is odd. Just very simple basic programming I'm telling you. Slowly we will enhance the logic. First try to understand what are the basic programming here. So I'm entering a number. Number will stored into I variable. I modulus 2 equal to 0. This expression is true means control will jump into here. False means it will jump into here. So I'm trying to give my input is 4. So 4 modulus 2 equal to 0 or not? Yes. 2 into 2, 4. Remainder is 0. Even number. 5, I'm inputting, my input is 5. 5 modulus 2, 2 into 2, 4. Remainder is 1. It is not equal to 0. That's what is odd number. It's there. Very simple expression. And one more thing, my input value also, whatever we enter at runtime, it should be present in the output print function. So I have to add I variable value here. I comma is even. Again I comma is even, is odd like this. So what input you are giving, that input also it will print here, and that will say whether it is even or odd. For example, my input is 8, 8 is even. And for example, my input is 9, 9 is odd like this. So this is the way to check the condition. This is what if else only. Suppose let's accept two numbers here. Enter num1, first number. I'm accepting one more number, that is j, equals to int of input of enter num2. I'm taking num2. I want to find these two numbers, which is the biggest number I want to find. So simply you can your expression is I greater than j. If I greater than is what? Operator. We discussed operators in the last session. But look at here, when we open this, when we use greater than symbol, there is a underline silver color squiggly is there. Why this is warnings? When we place mouse pointer, you can see here it is saying that reformat the file. It is saying when we hit this link, automatically reformat the code clearly. Some white spaces are required operator with your variables. If I don't give any white spaces after operator and variable, you can see this again squiggly is available. There is a small line squiggly, that is warning. So you have to write the code, neat code actually. For maintaining neat code, it recommend Python variable after some space, operator some space j, like this. Even here also you can see, if I don't give any variable, comma is showing squiggly here. So you have to represent some space here, like this. This is valid expression. This is very minor mistakes, but that's not a mistake. It will not any harmful to the program execution, but this is the writing code is, you can practice it very well. So I'm entering two numbers here. Sorry, my input is wrong. I is biggest value. Otherwise, I can say j is what? Biggest value. I'm rerunning this application, this program. Now, first number is 23. Second number is 12. So your input of I is 23. Your input of j is 12. 23 greater than 12. Yes. If it is yes, then where it will jump? Control I. So obviously I is big. So I is the big. 23 is the biggest value. It is coming. In case my input is wrong, like for example, you can see 12 and 45 there. 45 is the biggest. Sorry, shit. 12 is the biggest. Why 12 is the biggest? Oh, it's my mistake. I should say j. I greater than j, I is big. Otherwise, what it is big? J is the biggest value. It's my input. Like 34 and 56. 56 is the biggest value. So this is if else condition. If this condition is true, then it will check and it will return this print function. Otherwise, it will go to else block. else block will execute only if the condition is false, sir. Okay, yes. Now this is what if else only. But there is one more thing is that you can say nested if is there. Nested if means a if block or else block which is having one or more if else within it is called nested if. Or else we can say simply a if block which is having one more if within it is called nested if. Nested if is used to test multiple conditions, not single condition. Multiple condition will check. One of the condition is false, even though that next condition will check. Even that condition is also false. Again, it will go to next condition. Let's keep on conditions will check. How many conditions you need to check in program? That many condition you can include that. This is nested if clearly. But in what case we use nested if? Look at here. I'm taking my input is one more input like k equals to int of input of what I'm taking, enter num3, third number I'm accepting, k equals to, and I'm finding biggest of three numbers. So biggest of two numbers is very simple, but biggest of three numbers, how we can do that? So we have to write multiple condition. Observe here, I greater than j, I should be more than j, and I should be also more than what? K. Then only I can say what? I is biggest value. So how I can write my expression? So here I am using logical and. And is a keyword here. I greater than j and also I greater than what? K. Both I'm comparing. Then only I is the biggest value, I can say that. I should be more than j and more than k. Then we can decide I is the biggest value. Fix. Next what? Else if j greater than k, then we can say what? J is the biggest value. Okay. Else who is the biggest value finally? Ultimately, k is the biggest value. K is biggest value. K is big. Look at here. So this is what nested if. If block or else block which is having one more if else within it is called nested if. If I greater than j and I greater than k, first number is more than second number and more than third number, I can say first number is the biggest. In case this condition is false, any one of the condition, because and means what? We discussed already. Both condition must be true. Then only and will return true. If any one of the condition is false means what? I is not greater than j or not greater than k. In that case, false. False means it will go to here. Okay. Now we have to go for j greater than k. J greater than k in the sense what? J greater than k means third number. See, I greater than j and I greater than k. I is the smaller than, suppose when it will be false, if I is small than j and I is small than k, that is fixed. I is the smaller value. Okay. So that I can say j value, because I am not using j condition here. I is smaller than j means no need to check j greater than I. Okay, not required, because obviously smaller than I only. So we have to go for j greater than k, because we are not saying j greater than k here. If j is smaller than k, then what will happen here? I have to go for ultimately else block. K is the biggest value only. So this is the logic. Let's run this. I'm inputting my input values like 10, 20, and 30. Obviously 30 is the biggest value. You can able to interchange values also. Look at here. 20, 10, 30. Obviously biggest value 30. Even you can try with this 30, 20, 10. 30 is the biggest value. So this is nested if condition here. Three values I'm accepting at runtime. I'm checking condition one value with another. If this condition is true, this will execute. Otherwise, this condition will check again. If this condition is true, this will execute. Otherwise, finally, else block will execute clearly. K is biggest value, it's clear. So this is what, sir, nested if we can say. And nested if is used to test what? Multiple conditions. Okay, nested if is used to test multiple conditions. But here one thing I want to tell you, just observe clearly. What happens are if my input is 5, 5, 5. Okay, 5, 5, 5. All input values are same. Now we can say 5 is the biggest value. This is wrong. Okay, in case user is entered all values are equal, then what should I do? So we have to give the condition again. If I equals to j equals to k, then I can say print enter different values. I should say that it is my condition. Else block. Else. Else. If in case I value, j value, k value both are same, all are same, then I should say this message to the user. If not, then I should go for else. Else block is having one more if like this. Indentation you have to adjust. This is the correct. Okay. Again, there is a squiggly is there. It is showing format expression. So in case if you want to do format, then we can do simply format the expression. Here underline squiggly is there. When we place mouse pointer, reformat the style, automatically indentation will be set. So now you can see if my inputs are same, all three variables, this code will execute. If not same, then as usual, rest of the code will execute what we have written previously. Once I start execution, enter num1 4 4 4. So enter different values. It is asking clearly. So we have to enter the different values. If it is different values like 4, 5, 6, what is that? 6 is the biggest value. So this is the managing the flow of your program execution. This is conditional statement. Based on condition, it will work. Now coming to this, elif is the keyword. Elif actually it is also called as nested if. I will show you why it is nested if. Elif keyword specially we can use. Elif is the short form of else if only in Python. Short form of else space if. But in Python, else space if we cannot able to use. Instead of else space if, we have to use elif only. So how we can able to work with elif, we can see this. Let's go to program again. Testify is there. Let's add one more file for better test6. Now, so you can accept any value here. X value I'm accepting int of input of enter a number. User will enter a number. User will enter a number. I'm checking conditions are if x equals to 1. I should say ONE 1. Again, if one more if condition I'm taking x equals to what? 2. I should say print TWO. If x equals to what? 3. I should say print THREE. See, don't think so. These are nested if. Okay, these are only multiple ifs, sir. What ifs? Multiple ifs. Print else block. I can say invalid number. So these are multiple if statement only. First if is there at line number 4, second if is there at line number 6, third if is there line number 8, fourth if is there line number 10. So how many ifs are there? 4 ifs are there. This is not a nested if. I'm saying once again. This is the example to show multiple ifs how it will work. Okay. Multiple if means if one of the if condition true also, it doesn't mean that it will not check other if condition. Other ifs also will test. Okay. Let's see the logic. I'm including my input is like number, enter a number. My input is number is 9. If my input is 9 here, 9 equals to x value 9. 9 equal to 1, not correct. Again, it will check 9 equal to 2, not correct. 9 equal to 3, not correct. 9 equal to 4, not correct. Obviously, it will go to else block. So else block, what is there? Invalid number. Perfect. Invalid number we got. Done. Next, when I try to enter my input is 4. Observe here 4 I am inputting. 4 equal to 1, not correct. Not correct. Not correct. 4 equal to 4, correct. Correct means what? 4. 4 will execute. Fourth step. 4 only it is coming. So this is clear, sir. But observe carefully. If I try to give my input is 1, so according to this logic, x value 1, 1 equal to 1 matching is there. So it has to display 1. 1 will display. After that, it will check 1 equal to 2 or not. Yes. 1 equal to 3 also it will check. 1 equal to 4 also it will check. If first condition is true means only one will print. But what about second condition, third condition, fourth condition? False. Because of that false, every time control also will move into else block. Only one we got, again invalid number is coming. At the same time, you can see in the second case also, I enter a number like second number, TW2 is there, an invalid number like this. Now, even third case also, you can say enter a number 3, again invalid number is coming. Why not fourth case? Because fourth case, fourth value is matching with what? Last if condition. Last if condition after immediately else is there as per our previous discussion. If condition is true, immediately control will not jump into else block. So that's what it's not moving to else block for fourth condition. But here 1, 2, 3 are problem here. Okay. So what does it mean? If any one of the condition is true also, here it will check again one more condition. If this condition is true, again control will flow to this condition, this condition, this condition. If one of the condition is true means other condition obviously false only. If other condition false means what will happen? Else block will execute that. Okay. So let's see this, how it will. If one of the condition is true, other condition is testing true or not. Let's breakpoint, debug test 6, and I'm entering my input is 1, press enter. Now you can say x value 1 equal to 1 true. And after that, when we hit this function key plus F8, it will move to where only 1 will print. After printing, then x value also checking, x value already 1. 1 equal to what? False. Because of this false, obviously else will execute. This is also false. This is also false. Then invalid numbers come. So to avoid this is not a nested if. These are simple multiple ifs only. Then if you want to make nested if here, because another condition is true, remaining condition need not to test means we have to use what keyword? Elif keyword. Elif means else space if only. It is a short form of else space if. Now this time you can see if one of the condition is true, other conditions will not test. That's what only one means, only one it is coming. It will not check 2 and 3. Even if I go for 9 number or any number like 5 or 8, it is invalid number. This is perfect. So this is what nested if code only, sir, exactly. Let's see the breakpoint again. I'm keeping breakpoint and right click, debug test 6. Now my input is like this, only 1 value equal to 1. Correct means control flow will maintain into a fifth number, line number. Again, it will not check into else block, else if like elif like this. Directly it will move to output window. So this is the way to work with elif keyword here. Elif is used to else if only. But look at here, this is also nested if we can say. But in Python, else space if is not valid. In case if you want to work with else if, then you can maintain like this. Else after that next line if, and again bring this line into in this indentation level, again else colon if, bring this line into in this. Now again you can see this else if. This is somewhat complex architecture, but if you want you can use it like this. So that's what making simple by using the above code, previous code what I use. So this is very simple expression. Okay, yes, this code and previous code same, sir. Elif when I use that code is same, and else if, else if, else if, this is nested if. Same we can arrange with indentation level. Now enter a number 4. 4 is the 4. 4 condition is true. Enter a number 3 means 3 will become. And if I enter wrong number like 8, invalid number. So perfectly it is executed. Either you can use this one or you can use better to previous one only. This is very simple structure, no? Elif. So in my upcoming session, elif only I use mostly instead of else space if like this. So these are all conditional statements. And switch case also is belongs to conditional statement, but in Python there is no switch case. That's what I am not including in switch case in conditional statements. So that's all about today's session. And tomorrow we'll start with iterative statements, loops, nested loops also we'll discuss after this transfer statements. We'll go for string data structure and its complete operations, because we have discussed only data structures, what is what, how to create them, what are the rules and regulations, but we have not discussed in detailed data structures in Python like string, list, tuple, set, dictionary. Lot of functions are there in each data structure that we'll discuss in tomorrow's session clearly. Okay, if you have any question, please feel free to ask me now. See you tomorrow.